So in this video we're going to show you how to create a class in Java, and then this is going to be person class that has the attributes name and age. So first we have to understand the basic of Java programming. OP stands for Object Oriented Programming. So Java is an OOP. So object can refer to a person. Person can be an object. A car can be an object. Computer, everything can be an object that you see, right? A clock, a watch, a phone, a house. So that's why we want to map this to a class in Java. So we also know that object has the attributes. Like attributes refer to like name of a person, person height, person wage, person age. So those are some examples. There can be more. So this is going to be instance variables. So what instant variables? You already know variables. Instant variables is just a variables of the class. So normally when you declare variables, you normally declare on inside the method, right? Now we just declare it outside of the method, but inside the class. So let's take a look at example. So we will create a file named person.java. So start to create a person class. So that is pretty simple. Name class. Look for your object, which is a person. Now we have name, which is a string. So these are instant variables that we talk about here, which is the attributes. So I just create a class, and it's named person class, and I have an attribute named name, and an attribute named age. Age can be an int, can be short, so can be a byte. Right, so byte is 8 bits. 8 bits. Human not going to be 8 bits can represent up to 2 to the power of 8 divided by 2, about 127, right? So human age not going to be over there 127, right? But if you thought that it can be more, then you just keep short. Short is like small size of. Int is 32 bits, short is 16 bits, right? Or most people just always name things as int, because nowadays computer memory is kind of cheap. In old time it's hard. Then we going to create Now when we create a class, we have two attributes. We start to create the methods for the class. In this case, you're not going to see main. We're not creating main. We're going to create, we call a constructor. Let me put comment, constructor. So a constructor is a method that you don't have to give a type, no type here, right? And the name pretty much is the same name as your class name, which is person. Okay. It can be an empty parameters, or it can have parameters. And normally this method pretty much just try to initialize the values, give the initial values to the instance variables or the attributes of the class, like name could be, okay, John Doe, age, okay, 25. So those are just initial values. Then we like to have another constructor with the parameters, which is the name and age, that refer to, what is it, dist, refer to the instance variables of the class again. The reason we have to do this because it happens to have the same name. It's very common that we like to name the parameters same as your instance variables name. And then when you create an object, like remember when you scanner, what do you guys normally do in scanner? Scanner keyboard equals to new, right? That is a constructor that you call new scanner, which is the method that has the same name as the class name, and the class name is scanner. See that? So we call the constructor and we pass in the argument, just like that. When you do UARD, right? When you do use the person, you can just do the same, like new person, like that, right? And if you don't pass anything, this person always named John Doe, age 25. But if you call a class name, instance, this is an object name, right? New person, and you happen to call, given the name, like Samuel, age 19, something like that. Then this person, then person 1, this person to name Samuel, age 19. That you create a class, and you can use the class the same way as you use a scanner inside your program. That's why we're gonna have two separate classes, right? Like scanner is one class that created from the library that you need to import. But this one, if you happen to put in the same location, in the same folder, you don't need to import. Let's say, for example, so now I create the method. I want to get name, right? The method name get name. This is not a constructor anymore, so you need to specify the type, which is string, right? Get name. So this is called getters. Okay, we call getters the get name, get age. Okay, getter methods, right? or sometimes we call accessors. Okay, accessors. So get name is going to return the name, right? So we can say this dot name or just name. Like if you're not referring to like two different, you can just omit this, which is fine. Return the name. And also we call setter. The setter methods we sometimes call mutator. So this is the method that will set the name, like set the type. You don't need a type anymore, because what you need is a parameter, the new name of a person. Person can change the name, and you can change the name through this setter. And to change the name, now we have to refer to the instance variables, the name again, equals to the new name, right? Which is name. So those are setter getters. So which is very common that we like to do for all of the instance variables. So we like to get the person age, right? This is getter, and to get a person age, we just return age. When we say age, right there, we refer to the instant variables again, right? And then we like to do the same as set age, and then this is going to be a person age that you want to set, which is referred to age. That we can change the age of a person. Then we like to put a modifier private. Okay. Put the private modifier to the instance variables. So instance variables are the attributes of your class. They should be private. Okay. And then we're going to update the values through the getters and setters, or getter values. We want to protect them, not have direct access, and only access through the methods instead. So that's why it has to be private. So those concept of modifiers is like it's going to be valid only inside the person class. Like we're going to have to use person in another main method, right? Then they're not going to be able to access name and age directly. They have to access via the set and getters. Set name, get name, set age, set get age. And lastly, we like to have one more method we call toString, which is return all the values of the attributes. Pretty much just return as string. So it's going to return like this dot name, right? And then space this dot age, person name and person age. And then we pretty much just done with the class, so we close the class. So next we're going to create a driver to test the person class. We're going to name a person driver. A driver pretty much is a program that you're going to include the main method here. Person driver, and then we're going to have to include public statics void main, and you already pretty much know